Okay, so let's continue our discussion in numerical methods. So we now proceed to Doolittle's method. So we are given a matrix AX equal to B. And then, let LU be equal to A. So, substitute natin si LU dito sa ating equation sa taas. So, magiging LUX equal to B. Ibig sabihin sa X dito, yun yung mga variables ng ating system. So, LUX equal to B. Yung LU pala dito and A are is the augmented matrix of the linear equations. So, we can use CLY equal to B to solve for Y, and then UX equal to Y to solve for X using back substitution, just like how we do sa ating previous methods discussed. Okay? So, yung L matrix natin will look like this. Meron tayong 1, 0, 0, M21, 1, 0, M31, M321. So, these are the unknowns for the L matrix. Now, for the U matrix naman, we have U11, U12, U13, U22, U23, and U33. These are the unknowns for the U matrix. And yung lower triangle niya will be 0, 0, 0. Okay? So, in solving for the unknowns, meron tayong given formulas dito, but take note that J represents the row numbers and K represents the column numbers. So the different formulas to be used will be MJ1 equal to AJ1 over U11. Si AJ1 dito is the element sa ating matrix. Okay, so directly kukunin natin siya and then isa-substitute dito sa ating formula. For U11 naman, we can solve that using the other given formulas. So MJK is equal to 1 over UKK multiplied by AJK minus the summation of MJS USK from S equal to 1 to K minus 1, provided that our J is equal to K plus 1 to N and K is greater than N. Okay? And then, for U1K naman, we have AJK. So, directly, kukunin na lang natin yung element sa ating given augmented matrix. And then, is-substitute natin dito, considering yung ating row number and column numbers. For UJK, we have the formula AJK minus the summation of MJS USK from S equal to 1 to J minus 1, provided that K is equal to J plus 1 to N and J is greater than 2. Okay, so let's try this example. Let's try to apply this formula sa ating first example. So, gagawin natin is to write the augmented matrix for the system. So, A natin is equal to, we have the numerical coefficients 3, 5, 2. This is 0 since wala tayong x sub 1 dito. And then 8, 2, tapos 6, 2, 8. So this is our A. And our B is equal to our constants, which is si 8, negative 7, and 26. Okay. So the first thing we should do is to solve for L matrix and U matrix. So ano yung L matrix natin? L matrix natin will look like this one. 1, 0, 0. This is unknown. This is 1. Sorry, this is 1. This is 0. This is also unknown, unknown, and this is 1. So this is our U matrix. L matrix, I should say. For our U matrix naman, we have unknown, 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 0, unknown, unknown, 0, 0, and then another unknown. Okay, so since this is in row 2 and column 1, this is M21 as provided kanina sa ating matrix L. So this is M21. So in solving for M21, meron tayong formula. Yung first formula natin is MJ1. So, fixed na sa column 1 siya gagamitin kasi naka-fix na 1 yung ating K. So, at J equal to 2, so MJ1 is equal to M 2, 1, which is the element for this location sa ating L matrix. So the formula will be A J, what is J? That is 2, A21 all over U11. Now, ano yung U11 natin? So, simultaneously, solve natin yung dalawang matrices. So, solving for U11, so ano yung gagamitin natin na formula? So, yung third formula natin at K equal to 1 since nasa row 1 tayo. Solve natin si row 1 or si first element natin. Meron tayong formula na U11, ibig sabihin U1K, ibig sabihin fixed siya na nasa first row. Okay? So ito yung solve natin. So U11, U1K, and at K equal to 1, that will be equal to U11 equal to A1K, or sige, sulat muna natin yung formula dito. A1K. So, at K equal to 1, this is equal to U11 equal to A11. What is what is element A11 sa ating augmented matrix? So, that is equal to 3. So, U11 natin is equal to 3. Okay? Next naman, for U12 at K equal to 2, so, diretso na natin dito since meron tayong fixed na formula. So, U12 is equal to A12. And A12 is the element in the first row, second column of the augmented matrix, which is this one, si 5. And at K equal to 3, we have U13 and element A13, which is also this one. So, parang kinopya lang natin yung ating first row from the augmented matrix papunta sa ating U matrix. So, this is equal to 3, 5, and 2. Now, solving for M21, since alam na natin kung ano ang ating U11, ito, U11, which is si 3, we can now substitute it dito. So, yung A21 natin, so, dito natin kukunin sa augmented matrix natin. So, A21, ibig sabihin sa row 2, column 1. Tama. So, this will be equal to 0 all over 3, and 0 over 3 is equal to 0. So, yun yung ilalagay ngayon natin dito sa ating element M21 sa L matrix. Now, let us try to solve for the next elements. So, at J equal to 3, ibig sabihin nasa third row na tayo. So, and first column pa lang. First column pa rin. So, fixed pa rin na 1 yung K natin. So, we can still use this formula. So, M31, since J is equal to 3 na tayo, is equal to, this is AJ1, right? So, A31 all over U11 pa rin. Okay? Fixed yon. Ang magbabago lang is this one and this one. So, this is equal to, what is the element in the third row, first column of our augmented matrix? That is equal to 6. Okay? 6. And then, U11 natin is equal to 3. So, our M21 is equal to 2. So, we can now plug it dito sa ating L matrix. So, na-solve na natin si M21 and M31. Natitira na lang na isosolve dito is si M32. Okay? Since J natin is equal to 3 and K is equal to 2. Okay? So, wala tayong fixed formula for or walang formula na may fixed na number of column, na row column, or row number, or column number. So, we are going to use this one, si MJK. Okay? So, M32, I should say, M32 is equal to, yung formula natin, that is equal to 1 over UKK. So, 1 over, what is our K? That is 2. So, U22. However, hindi pa tayo given ng U22 dito. So, we are going to solve for U22 first before we solve for M32. Sulat ko na lang yung formula dito. multiplied by AJK. What is AJK? That is A32 minus the summation of MJS. What is J? That is the M3S. And then US2. S is equal to 1 up to K minus 1. So, this is the formula we will use. So, solve muna natin si U22. So, at J equal to 2, K equal to 2. So, U22, what is the formula we will use? Let's go back to our formula. So, this one. So, yung last formula. So, yung AJK natin is equal to A22 minus the summation of M2S USK or US2. So, sulat na natin. Balitan na natin si J and K. Tapos, yung S natin is equal to 1 to J minus 1. Okay? So, what is J? That is 2. So, yung J minus 1 natin is equal to 1. Sulat natin dito. Our J minus 1 is equal to 1. So, 1 to 1. So, yung S natin is equal to 1. 1 lang. Okay. So, yung U22 is equal to what is the element in row 2, column 2? That is equal to 8. Okay? Minus, since S natin is equal to 1, M2, 1 ito. Magiging, okay, so sulat muna natin dito. U22 is equal to A22 minus, since S is equal to 1, okay, yung S natin is equal to 1, magiging, this is, hindi na to magiging summation since isa na lang naman yung value ng S natin. So, this will be equal to M21 and then U12. Okay? This is U12. So, substitute na natin yung mga values. We have U22 equals, what is A22? The element in the second row and second column of the augmented matrix, that is equal to 8, minus our M21, which is na-solve natin kanina, that is 0, multiplied by U12. What is our U12? That is 5. This is equal to 0, so our U22 is equal to 8. Okay, so we can now plug the value for U22 dito. Okay, 8. And since we already solved for U22, we can substitute it here. So, yung M32 natin is equal to 1 over U22 natin is 8 multiplied by what is our A32. So, yung A32 natin is the element from the third row, second column. So, siya si 2. Okay, so 2. Tama. 2 minus, okay, so let's solve for S. So, yung S natin for this one, since K is equal to 2, yung S natin is K minus 1. And since K is equal to 2, 2 minus 1, so S natin is equal to 1. So, hindi na natin kailangang mag-summation. So, 1 to 1 naman yun. So, we can just substitute S with 1. So, magiging 2 minus M31 U1 2. So, M32 natin will be equal to 1 over 8 multiplied by 2 minus, what is the element in M31? That is 2. And then U12 natin, that is 5. So, solving for this one, we will get a value of negative 1. So, yung M32 natin is equal to negative 1. So, pwede na natin siyang i-plug dito. Now, the missing elements na lang dito will be U23 and U33. So, at J equal to 2 and K equal to 3, okay? Yung S natin is equal to J minus 1. Still, this is equal to 1 dito sa part na to. So, we can still use this one. So, U23 U23 is equal to A33 minus, since S is equal to 1, hindi na natin kailangan yung summation. So, gamitin natin to. That is equal to M21 and then U13 since K is equal to 3. Okay, so substitute natin yung mga values. What is A33? This one, that is 8. Minus M21 natin is 0. Multiplied by U13, that is 2. This is equal to 0. So, our U23 is equal to 8. So, pwede na natin siyang A33 pala natin is mali to, hindi 833 to, dapat A23. I'm sorry for that. This should be A23. Okay, so yung A23 natin, element natin from the second row, third column, that is equal to 2. So our U23 is equal to 2. Okay, dito. Yes, and we are now going to solve for the last element, last unknown element. That is U33. So, yung U33 naman natin at J equal to 3 and K equal to 3. So, yung S natin is equal to 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. So, our S will be equal to 2. So, kailangan na nating mag-summation. Now, our formula will be U33 is equal to A33 minus the summation of, or let's continue na lang sa kabilang slide. Okay, let's solve for U33. So, at J equal to 3, K equal to 3, S is equal to J minus 1. So, this is equal to 3 minus 1 and this is equal to 2. So, yung U33 natin will be equal to A33 minus the summation of MJS USK, where S is equal to 1 to 2. Okay, so 1 to 2 na tayo. So, kailangan na nating mag-summation. So, rewrite natin yung formula. This will be equal to U33 equal to A33 minus, okay, so sa 2 muna tayo. Or sa 1, sa 2 na lang. Okay, 2 na lang. Magsimula na lang tayo sa upper limit. So, this will be equal to M32 U23 plus M31 U13. Okay. So, medyo nakakalito siya. Tama yan. Tama yung ating equation. Now, let's plug the values. We have U33 equal to, what is A33? Sa ating augmented matrix, A33 natin is 8. So, this will be equal to 8 minus, what is M32, which was solved kanina? That is equal to negative 1. How about U23? That is equal to 2. And then plus M31 natin is equal to 2. And then U13, that is equal to 2. So, solving for this one, we have U33 equal to 8 minus negative 1 times 2, that is negative 2 plus 4. U33 is equal to 8 plus 2 minus 4, that is equal to 6. So, sulat natin siya dito sa ating U matrix. So, 6. Now, let's solve si X matrix, X value, X variable using si L matrix. So, this is equal to matrix natin is equal to 1, 0, 0, and then 0, 1, 0, 2, negative 1, and then 1. Tapos, yung ating b values. So, solve muna natin si y. Si y muna yung masolve natin. So, this is y sub 1, y sub 2, and y sub 3. Equal to our constant CB, which is 8, negative 7, and 26. So, ito na ngayon si Ly equal to B. So, solve natin si y values. So, solving for y1. Okay, so since 0 ito, y1 is equal to 8. And for y sub 2, y sub 2 is equal to negative 7 since 0 yung other coefficients. Now, for the third row, we have 2y sub 1 minus y sub 2 plus y sub 3 is equal to 26. So, substitute lang natin yung values ni y sub 1 and y sub 2 dito sa equation. So, 2 times 8 minus negative 7 plus y sub 3 is equal to 26. So, solving for y sub 3 is equal to 26 minus 16, that is 16. This will become positive. However, pag transpose natin, magiging negative. So, our y sub 3 is equal to 3. So, we now have values for our y. Now, let us use yung ating U matrix to solve for x. So, yung U matrix natin, this is equal to 3, 5, 2, and then 0, 8, 2, then 0, 0, 6. Tapos, ang gagamitin natin is yung ating mga y values as constants. So, this is x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3. And then, yung ating y values na na-solve natin previously. So, 8, negative 7, and 3. Okay. So, back substitution tayo dito. So, 6x sub 3 is equal to 3. So, divide both sides by 6. So, x sub 3 is equal to 1/2. Okay, so for our second row, we have 8x sub 2 plus 2x sub 3 equal to negative 7. So, substitute natin dito si 1/2. So, 8x sub 2 plus 2 times 1/2 equal to negative 7. Of course, this is equal to 1. So, 8x sub 2 equal to negative 7. Transpose natin, minus 1. So, 8x sub 2 is equal to negative 8. Divide both sides by 8. X sub 2 is equal to negative 1. And then, for our last row, that is equal to 3x sub 1 plus 5x sub 2 plus 2x sub 3 is equal to 8. So, let's plug the values. We have 3x sub 1. And then, transpose na natin since x sub 1 naman yung hinahanap natin. This will be equal to 8 minus, since positive yan, 5 times x sub 2 natin is negative 1 plus or minus, I should say, kasi transpose pala natin. So, 2 times 1/2. So, this will be cancelled. So, 3x sub 1 is equal to 8 plus 5 minus 1. Divide both sides by 3. X sub 1 is equal to 4. So, we have computed for the values of x and y using Doolittle method. Okay? So, that is how you solve for the system of linear equations using that method. Now, for your assignment to be submitted on May 26, 2021, not later than 5 p.m., solve this one using the Doolittle method.